Hi friends, so today is Thursday, January 11th. I am out today, but I have left you these doodle notes to copy. Okay, so here we're going to go over this together. First of all, we have circumference and area of circles. Okay, so this first two examples that we have here is just looking at circumference of circles. Okay, if you have the diameter, okay, you are going to use the formula C equals pi times diameter. Okay. If you have the radius, you are going to use the formula C equals 2 pi r. Okay? Now, here's something that you need to remember. Okay? Diameter, if you're trying to get to radius, okay, you don't need this for circumference so much, but you do need it for area, which is the next two examples. Okay? What you're going to do is you are going to do diameter divided by 2 to get your radius. If you have the radius and you're trying to get to diameter, okay, you're going to take radius times 2 to get to diameter. Okay? Another thing to remember, pi is approximately 3.14 or 3. You'll see that a lot in my class we like to use 3. If you have answer choices, if you have to input it into a text box, I would use 3.14. Okay, let's take a look at the first two examples. Here we have edge to edge, okay? That is going to be diameter. So let's go ahead and label that. And I'm going to go ahead and write the correct formula, okay? I have diameter. I'm using C equals pi times diameter. Now remember, pi is 3.14 or 3. If you choose to do 3.14, know that your answer is going to be a little bit higher than mine. I'm going to use 3. Diameter is 6. C is equal to 3 times 6. I know that 3 times 6 is 18. And then I just have to label it with the correct unit. So my answer is 18 inches. Okay? Now, this is supposed to say 2, but I forgot to change that and I just left it. Don't worry about it. Okay, example 2. We have from center to edge. This is going to be the radius, so let's label it. Okay? Radius, we're going to use C equals 2 pi r, okay? Now here, 2 times 3 times radius, which is 4, okay? 2 times 3 is 6, and then what I'll have is times 4, and I know that 6 times 4 is 24 centimeters. That's my final answer. That's circumference. So circumference, you have two formulas. It depends on what you have. Do you have diameter or do you have radius? Okay, let's go on to finding the area of full circles. Okay, on here, the only formula that you need is A equals pi r squared. That's if you have a full circle. Okay, in a little bit, we're going to get into semicircle and quarter circle. We just started learning that today. You took notes over that today on January 10th. Okay, or yesterday, sorry. Today's 11th. Okay, so here, I do want you to remember what we wrote up on top if you're trying to get from diameter to radius, because remember, you need the radius. What you need to do then is diameter divided by 2 and you'll get your radius, okay? I also want you to remember that pi is approximately 3.14 or 3. And here, there is two things that you need to remember down here, which I will write it over here instead, okay? But here, we are given edge to edge. This is diameter, and I need the radius, remember? So diameter, if it's 10, I am taking 10, dividing it by 2. That's going to be 5. So now area is equal to pi r squared. Area is equal to 3 times 5 squared. 5 times 5 is 25. So area is equal to 3 times 25. And that is going to be 75. So area is equal to 75 inches squared. Because it's area, we're going to need to make sure that we have the exponent of squared. Okay? So here, let's go ahead and move on to the fourth one. Okay, here we have center to edge, which means we have the radius. We don't have to do any extra work like over here on this one. Okay, over here we had to do 10 divided by 2 to get to 5. Okay, that's the radius. We don't have to do that over here. Okay, over here we just write our formula and plug in. A is equal to 3 times radius, which is 3 squared. I know that 3 squared means 3 times 3, which is going to be 9. So then I have 3 times 9, and I know that 9 times 3 is 27. So this is going to be 27 inches squared. Okay. All right, let's go to the last two. So here, this is a half or semicircle, okay? And let me write that over here, semicircle, okay? And a semicircle always uses 1/2 in front of pi r squared. So what that looks like is A equals 1/2 pi r squared, okay? Now, this is saying that from here to here, this is the diameter, okay? So the diameter is this. I need the radius, so what do? I take 8 divided by 2. I'm going to get 4. So this is what I need to use, okay? Now, let's go ahead and plug in or substitute all our values. 1/2 times 3 for pi, because I'd rather use 3 instead of 3.14. And then 4 squared. I know that 4 squared means 4 times 4, which is 16. So now I have 1/2 times 16, or times 16 times 3. Don't forget that. I flip-flopped them. Okay, you see what I did? I accidentally flip-flopped them. Okay, so now let's do 16 times 3. So if you have your calculator, if you have a calculator, you can do this on here, okay? A is equal to 1/2 times 48. 16 times 3 gives me 48. I can show you my calculator. Okay. Now, I have to do 48 divided by 2 because I only need half of the circle. So that would be 24. Okay. So my final answer is 24 inches squared. I hope you can see that. Okay, so 24 inches squared is my final answer. Okay, now let's look at the last one. The last one is a quarter circle. Okay, a quarter circle uses 1/4 in front of the pi r squared. So let's do that. 1/4 pi r squared. Area is equal to, again, here is going from here to here. That's the radius. In quarter circle, you'll only always be given the radius. So I don't have to divide anything because I already have it. Okay, so 1/4. Pi is 3. Radius is 2 squared. I know that 2 squared means 2 times 2, which is 4. So area is equal to 1/4 times 3 times 4. I know that 3 times 4 is going to be 12. Okay. So now I have this. Now all I have to do is take 12, and I can either multiply by 0.25 or, let's be simple here, just divide it by 4. So my final answer is going to be A is equal to 3 centimeters squared. Okay. All right, that's it. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed those notes. Get this down if you need to. And then after this, you will be doing an assignment. I'm going to leave the substitute. I have left an example, okay? Here's what I want you to do, okay? You're going to have a class set of vocabulary terms, okay? The vocabulary page. Please return this, okay? I'm going to use pi. Nobody else should use pi but me, okay? This is for a grade, okay? If I decide that I'm going to do pi, okay, I'm going to make it all nice and pretty, okay? Draw it, decorate it, whatever you want to do, okay? Pi, all right? And then here, I'm going to write the definition. You're given this because guess what? It gives you the definition, okay? Pi is equal to 3.14 or 3. Okay. Then we're going to write a characteristic. Okay. A characteristic is simply something that makes this word, specifically this word. For instance, pi is pi because it doesn't terminate and doesn't repeat, okay, uses symbol, okay. It's long, all right. It's a long list of numbers, all right. That's basically what it's saying when it doesn't terminate and it doesn't repeat, okay. Then I'm going to draw a picture. What can the picture look like? Well, for pi, it would be this, or it would be 3.14, and I would write the rest of the numbers, okay. It continues, okay. So you're going to do something that looks like this. Make it nice, make it beautiful. This is the first one I get to do with you guys, and I'm not here for it. So please show me that you can make this creative. Be creative with it. Make it look nice. Do write your name on it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off here, and then I'm going to place it up on the wall. So please do your best on this, okay? I want to see some beautiful artwork when I come back, all right? Show me what y'all got. All right. Bye. Love you all. Have a good rest of the day. I hope that you enjoy your day, and I please ask you guys to try your best today, okay? All right. Bye.